Europe's far-right surge, the forgotten 1930s lessons returning in 2025. Europe is witnessing a political shift that feels uncomfortably familiar. Far-right movements are gaining ground, and the warnings from the past are getting louder. This story isn't just about elections. It's about the return of lessons ignored for decades. What's unfolding in 2025 could reshape the continent's future. Why far-right parties are rising again. Across Europe, a major political shift is unfolding as far-right parties gain more influence in national and regional elections. Their rise comes from growing frustration with traditional leaders, who many feel have failed to address issues like job insecurity, border control, and national identity. These groups use strong messages about sovereignty, protection, and change, which attract voters who feel overlooked. They also benefit from simple messages that stand out in crowded political debates. Many citizens believe established parties focus too much on global issues and too little on local needs. This creates an opening for movements promising tough action, strict policies, and a return to what they call national values. As trust in mainstream politics weakens, these parties become a louder voice, reshaping conversations across the continent and challenging long-standing political norms. Echoes of the 1930s. Europe is beginning to see parallels with the 1930s, a period that experienced political anger, rising nationalism, and deep economic uncertainty. While today's world is different, the emotional patterns feel familiar. There is growing division, stronger anti-establishment thinking, and rapid support for leaders who promise firm control. Many citizens believe that current institutions are too slow or disconnected, which mirrors the dissatisfaction seen in that earlier era. In both periods, groups used strong messages about identity and protection to gain followers. The danger today comes from people forgetting how quickly social tensions can escalate when fear is used as a political tool. Historians warn that ignoring these signals makes societies repeat old mistakes. The return of extreme ideas, once considered unthinkable, shows why remembering past lessons is more important than ever. Economic anxiety and cultural fear driving modern support. Rising economic anxiety plays a major role in boosting support for far-right ideas. Many citizens worry about job security, higher living costs, and a future that feels less stable than the one promised by earlier generations. At the same time, rapid cultural changes make some people feel uncertain about their place in society. These feelings create space for groups offering simple solutions and promises of strong protection. They speak directly to people who feel ignored by economic growth or harmed by international competition. Along with money worries, cultural fear grows when communities feel their identity or traditions are fading. Far-right parties combine both emotions, claiming they can protect national values while restoring stability. This blend of financial concern and cultural insecurity has become one of the most powerful forces shaping the political climate across Europe. Immigration debates fueling the new political divide. The debate over immigration has become one of the strongest drivers of political division in Europe. Many citizens worry about border security, rapid demographic changes, and pressure on public services. These concerns are often intensified by dramatic messages from far-right groups. They present immigration as a direct threat to national identity, using strong emotional language to build support. On the other side, many leaders argue that migrants contribute to the economy and fill important labor gaps. This creates a sharp divide between those who support tighter controls and those who believe in inclusive policies. As the debate grows louder, it shapes election outcomes, public opinion, and national priorities. For far-right parties, this issue becomes a powerful tool to support rally, turning everyday concerns into a broader argument about security, culture, and the future of the continent. How social media supercharges extreme narratives. Social media has become a central engine driving the spread of extreme political messages. Far-right groups use fast emotional communication to reach millions of people within minutes. Platforms reward content that provokes strong reactions, making bold claims travel faster than calm explanations. This creates an environment where extreme ideas feel louder and more visible. Many users come across simplified stories, edited clips, or misleading posts that fuel anger and deepen mistrust. These messages often target groups blamed for economic or social problems, building a sense of urgency. Algorithms also push similar content repeatedly, giving people the impression that these ideas represent the majority. As a result, online spaces turn into powerful echo chambers. This digital influence has helped far-right movements grow faster than in past generations, shaping political discussions far beyond traditional media and public debates. Mainstream parties losing trust and connection. Many citizens believe mainstream parties no longer understand their daily struggles. Over time, these parties became more focused on political strategy than solving real problems like rising costs, weak public services, and community tensions. This has created a growing disconnect between leaders and the public. People feel their voices are being ignored and promises made during elections rarely turn into action. As trust fades, voters start looking for alternatives that speak directly to their frustration. Far-right groups take advantage of this gap by offering stronger, clearer messages that sound more decisive. Their language often feels more emotional and direct, which attracts supporters who are tired of vague answers. The fall in public confidence leaves traditional parties struggling to rebuild relationships, giving strength to movements that challenge long-standing political structures across the continent. The role of youth in the 2025 far-right momentum. Young voters are becoming an important force in the far-right momentum in 2025. Many feels let down by slow economic growth, limited job opportunities, and unstable housing conditions. These frustrations make strong, simple messages more appealing. Far-right groups use modern online platforms, short videos, and direct communication to reach younger audiences faster than older parties. They focus on themes like identity, strength, and future control, which resonate with young people who feel unsure about their path. Social media influencers also play a role in shaping political attitudes by promoting bold opinions and emotional content. Many young supporters are not driven by hate, but by a desire for change and stability. Their involvement expands the movement's reach and creates new energy that traditional parties struggle to match, making youth engagement a key factor in this political shift. What happens if trends continue? Historians caution that current events carry warning signs similar to past periods of instability. They note that rising anger, strong nationalism, and deep mistrust in institutions often lead to social conflict when left unchecked. When extremist ideas become normal, societies risk losing democratic values step by step. Many experts remind the public that major crises in history did not start suddenly. They built slowly, fueled by silence and division. If today's trends continue, Europe may face greater political tension, more aggressive rhetoric, and further erosion of cooperation. Historians stress that ignoring early signals allows extreme groups to shape the future without opposition. What Europe must do now to avoid repeating the past. To protect the future, Europe must take active steps to reduce the influence of rising extremism. First, leaders need to rebuild trust by addressing real concerns such as living costs, job security, and access to services. Clear communication and transparent policies can help reconnect with citizens who feel forgotten. Education also plays a key role, especially programs that teach critical thinking, media awareness, and historical understanding. Stronger community support systems can reduce frustration and isolation, which often feed extreme views. At the same time, digital platforms must take responsibility for limiting harmful content that spreads anger and misinformation. Cooperation between countries is also important to maintain stability and shared values. By acting now, Europe can strengthen democracy, protect social harmony, and prevent the return of the dangerous ideas that once brought great suffering to the continent. Europe stands at a turning point, and the choices made now will shape the next generation. If this topic opened your eyes, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep stories that uncover the forces shaping our world. Your voice matters in this conversation.